All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol NIO, NEO Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I do want to say some things. If you learned something new, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button for me to let me know you watched this video, and share this with your friends and community. Don't keep this insight to yourselves. Another thing too, down in the description below and also towards the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up in regards to a series that I'm doing that's called The Stock Market Crash, Is It Coming? And if you haven't watched it yet, I highly encourage you to. It's very informative. And if you are just a viewer or first time coming across this channel, I want to say welcome to the first time viewers. And for all my viewers that are spectators, you can become a participator by hitting the subscribe button and clicking on the bell to get notified when I post my daily videos. But the reason why I'm talking about the one in my description down below and the one that's going to pop up towards the end of this video for you guys to watch, I highly encourage you to, because it's very informative on the things that are going on in the market and what's causing it to stay afloat and why it's going to stay afloat the next coming weeks. There will be ups and downs, just like every stock is having its ups and downs throughout the week and days. But there's going to be specific days where you're going to see the ups come more than the downs due to the fact that there's specific dates for pumps, and either days before or days after it has some type of reaction within stocks. But I explained more of that in that video, so I just want you guys to know about it. I apologize if I'm rambling on about it and we want to talk about just NEO, but I want you guys to benefit from that information if you haven't already. So just wanted to put that out there. And after you're done watching this video, click the one down below in the description, or just click the one that's going to pop up, and you're really going to benefit from that information. And I will be posting weekly videos on when the pumps are coming. So that's another reason why I would want you guys to see it. If you think it's worthwhile and you haven't subscribed already, you're more than welcome to subscribe. And if you are a subscriber and you haven't gotten the chance to see that, I highly encourage you to. So let's jump in on this chart. So this chart obviously had a bullish run since June, and even before that, this has been going steadily up, and it reached its all-time high of 1646. And honestly, I've been saying it since it fell from there and it got rejected from there. For us to know how bullish this could be, it has to break through that. It really does. So anything in between all that, that's great. All these ups and downs, that's great. This little bullish move here, that's all great. That's literally great in the sense of like how it's keeping itself up and from going any more further down. But obviously it got rejected here again. But the reason why 1646 is so important, and this can turn around this stock completely and reach new highs and continue a bullish rally, is because that's the highest point the stock has ever reached, and that's the point of rejection that has caused obviously this downward trend. It got rejected from there, and since then it hasn't stopped. Does it have to break through that for there to be bullish runs? Obviously not. There was a bullish run here. There's another small bullish run there. Another small bullish run there. Another small bullish run there. And even there. So it's not like the bullish runs are ending and these moments of spikes are ending. But for this to get even better or higher, it has to break through 1646, 1645, and go ahead, break through that point of resistance and rejection, and then it'll be able to break through new highs. So that's something that if you haven't written already down, I highly encourage you to write that down. So there was a turnaround here from its lowest point that it reached in the last couple of days of 1046, and it got itself back up to 1372. So while 1646 is very important, right now in the short term, 1372 is almost like that point of rejection that happened up there. So that could be what's causing basically a point of downward trend. It's causing this type of move. So as you could see, it's going towards a bearish trend. The bears have been totally dominating this, even though the bulls appeared here. Now, on the other side of things, right? If you're a bull, you wouldn't look at this way. You would look at this from this point. But when you do the right, the point of reference, it already broke through it, right? Why did it break through it? Well, it's not continuing this upward trend, and it made it, and it was looking like it was going to, and then it broke through it again. So for a bull's perspective right now, this is still not looking as bullish as one would want if you were a bull. And for the bears, it's looking like it won't be bullish. Now, I'm not saying that this isn't bullish, and I'm not saying that this is completely bearish, and I'm not saying that this will be bullish and it's not bearish. I'm just going based off of what the chart is showing us. And even though you just do these cross sections, you could see obviously what's going on with this chart and where it's going in the sense of direction. And then it's keeping itself below that line, and you just do, that sector. And then this was another point of rejection. Will it cause another reaction like this one, right? But obviously in this direction, right? Continue in this direction. So that's something to keep in mind. That's something to watch out for and see what's going on with this stock and what's causing this downward trend. Is it people taking profits? Is it that the value of this company isn't really this much? Or is it fear? Or is it really being driven by the value of Tesla? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, what happens to Tesla, the rest of the EV sector feels it. So maybe slightly. But at the end of the day, NIO is NIO and Tesla's Tesla, and they each have their own market cap and their own volume of trading. So something's causing this catalyst. Could it be the tensions between China and the US? Who knows? But for the most part, always remember 1645. That's really, really pivotal to the turning point of this stock. And now 1370, let's see, 72 is so important right now, because that's almost just as important as 1646. But in the short run, right here in this more zoomed in picture, and forget about what's happened before. So 1372 could be the turnaround to hit newer highs even before hitting these resistance levels that we're going to see now. So the support level kind of moved just slightly, not significantly. I mean, it hit down here at 1182, and now it's 1186. It didn't move up by much. Let's see, 1185 actually. And our support was down there, and now our resistance level is actually very close to the price of the stock. And if that resistance level is crossed, the next one would be 1251, but that would already be over the 50-day moving average of 1243. So if this stock breaks through that resistance here, 1243 is the 50-day moving average, which in turn can break through over it and getting into bullish territory. So even though this is the next point of resistance up here at 1251, 1250, I'd really say that the 50-day moving average is the next level of resistance after 1226. So 1226 is the first point of resistance that needs to be broken. And the bears have definitely took a toll on this. They kind of slow down here a bit. Bulls try to reappear, and there's a drop of bear. So we're going to have to see how that tug of war plays out tomorrow. On the other hand of things, 1185 is the support. It went up a little bit from yesterday's support, and that could be a sign where the bulls are hanging on tight to this, and they're not letting this fall as quickly as it could, or they're really struggling there to hold themselves up, and they could turn this around. So that's That's the one good sign of the support not changing much and staying strong. But it's another sign too that support, the stock hit those lows at one point in the day. So it has its pros and cons. It's a double-edged sword, but we'll have to see definitely how this plays out tomorrow. But if 1185, excuse me, gets broken through and it falls down here into bearish territory, the bears can be gaining the upper hand. And even if the bulls appear, the bears have teared this apart further away from the 50-day moving average and bringing this down to very bearish territory in the sense of bulls have lost control on this, and the Bears are gaining it. The Bulls are going to have to come in hefty and strong to turn this around, but if that support level is broken, most likely the Bears are continuing to tear this chart apart, obviously. They haven't completely destroyed it, but they are tearing through it. So, and trying their best to get to newer lows and break through more support levels. So this is going to be a very interesting one for tomorrow, especially towards the end of the week and the weekend's coming up. We'll see how the tug of war goes. Just remember the support level of 1185, resistance level of 1226. This closed out at 1219, and the 50-day moving average of 1243.